Steady now.
State of Emergency could be considered a beneficiary of timing. While it wasn't developed by Rockstar, their role as publisher and association with the mammoth success of Grand Theft Auto 3, together with the adults-only warning on the front of the box, immediately appealed to those high off the Sandbox series. But VIS's game is quite the different beast, focusing on the primal urge to destroy as you fight against an oppressive force. Its main selling point would be how many people would appear on screen at once, as dozens of panicked citizens flee from your murderous antics. And in this regard, it certainly proved impressive. But how fun was the core game beneath the gimmick? State of Emergency takes place in an America suffering an economic downturn. The American Trade Organization, or as many characters refer to it, the Corporation, overthrow the government and form a totalitarian police state. However, an underground resistant group subtly titled Freedom attempt to overthrow this regime, and thus a state of emergency is declared by the new government. In Capital City, you play as one of several characters who work with the resistance to try and overthrow those in charge.
Little is known about this young activist, except that he may be working for the Freedom Group.
They encompass a wide variety of backgrounds, including a former cop and a hacker. The story is pretty minimal, as occasional cutscenes mark a stage cleared with a newscast, but it's mostly told through static text displayed before and after missions. Instead, this game focuses on pure carnage. Taking place across a quartet of locations, you contend with agents of the organisation and cause havoc. Characters all come with the same moveset, allowing you to punch and kick, while pressing both performs a grab. It's very basic, with firearms even more so. Melee weapons include bats and bladed weapons, while firearms go from pistols and shotguns all the way up to miniguns and a flamethrower. Aiming is achieved via rotating your character and again is quite simplistic. You can also pick up certain objects in the environment, such as trash cans, but they break after quick use or throwing. At its core, this is a pretty straightforward action game, and it can feel repetitive when you spend more time with this one. However, there is an anarchic fervour to State of Emergency thanks to a few elements. There's a healthy helping of destructibility, as using explosives on a building causes them to collapse, something that never grows old. Weapons feel potent thanks to comedically excessive gore, as gun blasts can see multiple decapitations, which fuels the power trip. Chaos Mode offers the best distillation of this violence, with a few variants to enjoy. Timed runs task you with earning points through corporation kills, completing objectives such as hunting specific targets, and bonus times such as getting 5 times points from destroyed cars. But you can also feel a score drop during civilian penalty times, forcing some semblance of accuracy. You also unlock Last Clone Standing, where you must kill hundreds of copycats, either timed or unlimited.
Congratulations! You killed everybody!
And after completing everything prior, you can then enjoy Chaos with unlimited time. It's short bursts of brutal fun. The biggest feather in VIS's cap at the time was the number of people appearing on screen at once in State of Emergency. The game wouldn't win awards for visual detail, with plain environments and basic looking models, but the sight of so many civvies fleeing from you as you fight the system is impressive. While games before featured plentiful characters on screen, see Dynasty Warriors 2, there isn't much compromise other than a lack of polygons. The draw distance is large, levels are pretty big, and performance is mostly consistent at 30 frames per second. Though very chaotic moments with explosives do cause slight dips, though again, the explosive elements look high quality.
Penalty on civilian kill.
The auditory side is quality too, be it the frenzied shrieks of citizens, potent kabooms, or destructive weaponry. The presentation really heightens the chaos of this beat 'em up. The only major criticism you can levy at State of Emergency is that it has trouble maintaining these qualities in the main solo mode, Revolution. It sounds good in practice, more than 170 missions spread between the 4 locations, as you attempt to reduce corporation presence in each. Unfortunately, these challenges range in quality. Some tap into the chaos effectively, such as destroying key buildings or fending off waves of enemies. The other side proves more frustrating, seeing you lumbered with tedious escort missions with dim-witted AI, and Hornet aggressive soldiers can cut them down sharpish. Even those armed have trouble defending themselves. It results in a lot of failure as a consequence, and diminishes the fun parts of this game. It's a fairly lengthy mode, but while it can often capitalise on the strengths of this game, too often it's watered down by frustration. State of Emergency certainly wouldn't win any awards for depth, and it sometimes struggles to utilise its strengths, resulting in some frustration. However, at its demented core, there's a satisfying brawler that allows you to cause utter mayhem and blow through anything in your path. Causing damage with so many people on screen at once remains rather impressive for its 2002 release. Those wanting something more sophisticated will likely grow bored of this one fairly quickly, as its shallow gameplay can grow a touch wearisome after long sessions. But those wanting to tap into their primal side with explosive results should check this one out.